Today we're going to be doing a live stream on Halloween decoration ideas, Halloween invites, just Halloween stuff in general, just a mishmash of a lot of things. We're going to wait until our Amazon Live people show up, but I'm going to put this little ticker up. All right, we are now officially live on Amazon Live. Thanks for tuning in today. So like I said, we're basically doing kind of a mishmash of a lot of Halloween decoration stuff. Some ideas maybe you can get, or I'm hoping I can inspire you to like figure out a theme or some decoration ideas for Halloween this year. But the first thing I want to talk about, the first thing on my list, I always get asked like what my background is, my camera, all of the kind of essentials for live streaming. So I'm using right now an Elgato face cam, and it's pretty awesome. It's really easy to make those specific adjustments. It's really popular enough to find a lot of those troubleshooting ideas on Google too. So if you are looking for a webcam in general, I do recommend the Elgato face cam. It's actually really helpful. And you can use it with multiple different kinds of software. I like using OBS a lot, but we also use like StreamYard and stuff like that. So it works across many platforms and has a great quality. So that's my first little spiel here is the Elgato face cam. But the next thing too is actually this backdrop here. I actually got asked this question again yesterday, or I was told, hey, this is a cool backdrop. And these are ideas even for Halloween you can use. So backdrops are really awesome. If you have like a bunch of, for instance, I know it's really hard to see here. I have a little headband on, but it's really fun to wear a bunch of hats or, you know, get dressed up and do little photo shoots with backdrops. So I just wanted to mention this backdrop. It's actually really, it's not super expensive. It's pretty awesome. This one's a pretty simple, like you can make it a creepy library if you want to. I warm up my camera so it doesn't look as sinister, but you can make it sinister. But Kate has a lot of different kinds of backdrops you can use. So I do recommend her brand. It's soft. I'm trying to remember I can't remember the fabric right now, but it's washable. So versus those kind of crinkly material where it's almost impossible to get the creases out, this is really easy to clean. It's easy to steam and get everything all nice and neat. And you can easily tuck it away too. It doesn't require like 3 people to fold it all in half and tuck it away in a closet. This is super easy to handle. So I recommend Kate for any backdrop needs. And I think backdrops are really fun for Halloween. It's a great activity for people. It, you know, it inspires people to dress up and do fun things. And then you can model and do fun photo shoots. So speaking of dressing up and whatnot, you might, I don't know, it's hard to see with my backdrop actually. I have a very simple spider headband, but you can get all kinds of fun little headpieces on Amazon. Just so you're aware, if you're not somebody that wants to get super dressed up, but you don't mind, like, you know, maybe a hat or a headband or maybe some clips or something. There's plenty of options, different kinds of things. You can do witchy, vampire. I've got spiders, obviously. I guess I could be witchy. You could do, I mean, all kinds of stuff. So simple ways to dress up. Just keep that in mind. You don't need to go all out and dress up if you don't want to. I understand some years I've been like, I don't want to do anything for Halloween. I just want to watch a bunch of horror movies and maybe like put makeup on or something like that. Hold on a second. So just some ideas, and these are just things that I'm sharing with you right now because I'm streaming with all of it. So the Elgato cam, the backdrop, and this little headband, all of those things can actually be used for Halloween, but they're just things I wanted to mention real quick. So some easy ways of making your house a little spooky is clearly using candles or stuff like that. Little background, it's background noise, but it still enhances that sinister mood. So this is a pretty popular brand. So this is a 3-piece set of candle or battery operated candles here. So I've got batteries in 2 of them. Here we go. You just click them on. There is no remote control with these, so you actually just have to put it, you know, you just click it on and off. And there is a timer on the bottom as well. I haven't figured that out quite yet. This is made with actual wax. I didn't know that. I just read that today, which is pretty cool. I like this warm glow. It does look like a candle. I have pets. I have 3 cats, so I don't like having a bunch. I'll have like one candle or an actual candle around, but I'm always afraid, especially during, spooky season or wintertime. I'm afraid of lighting a million candles because I know my cat is going to knock one of them over and I will no longer have a house. So if you're like me with a bunch of kids or cats or dogs or any of those, battery operated candles are really great, and they are great quality as well. And we've got spooky, sinister little emblems on them. So we've got a cool skull. We have a raven on a clearly like a tombstone of some sort. It's pretty cute. I like it. I didn't like this one, so warning, if you don't like spiders, I'm about to share a spider. So here I go, spider time. I actually really like this one. This one's one of my favorites because the web wraps all the way around the entire candle versus this one, there's nothing on the back. I wish they had something else on the back of some of these, but that's why I like the spider one the most. But I know not everybody digs spiders. So there's a lot of different kinds of candles that you can get. So if you click on the link below, you can see different kinds of candles like this that are Halloween themed. I do recommend that. Another way of making your house just a little extra spooky. Let me see if I can find the other candles first. So I've got some other battery operated candles. They are black and spooky. So hold on a second. I need to see if I can find the ones that are, oh, I did it. First one. So they have a bunch of sets of these black candles. And you can get, so I got a pack of 5, but you can get like a pack of 9. I think you can get a pack of 3. Maybe, I think there's even higher amounts, like 20. So I like these because it kind of, let's see if I can find more of these that have battery. Okay, here we go. So I like these because you can see that it does have a bit of that candle look to it. I love how wavery the flame looks. From a distance, it totally looks like a real candle. So here's another cool thing about these. Let me see if I can find the remote for them. So they do come with, I hope I got the right one. So it does come with a remote, and you can turn all of these on, battery operated. It just takes 2 batteries per candle. So keep that in mind. If you get 5, you're going to need 10 AA batteries. But the thing that's cool about these is you can actually increase I think I have this on max already, but you can dim the candle a little bit. It's hard to tell in here. Let's see if I got, okay, this is right. So you can turn it on, turn it off with this remote. You can time it. So there's a timer, 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour, etc. And we have like candle mode or light mode. So if I do candle mode, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. You can kind of see it flickers a little bit. I'm trying to be as still as possible. But it flickers a little bit, it dims and kind of gets brighter a little bit. It's really cool in the dark. I can't do that right now. My light is far away, but it is really cool. So again, just the emphasis here. I have pets, and if you have kids or pets or anything like that, but you want to, oh, man, it's always been a dream of mine. I don't know about you, but like, I would love to have those big candle scenes where there's thousands of candles being lit. It's usually in a church or something, but it'd be really cool to do like some cool witchy big candle scene in your house. I can't do that because I have 3 cats, and I know that's going to be a problem. But it'd be cool to do it with these battery operated candles because they totally look like candles. The flame is pretty, convincing. My husband walked in one day and he was like, oh, those are cool candles. And I was like, they're not actual candles. They're battery operated. So these are pretty cool. If you want a whole bunch of candles to light up your house, it's a really cool option. Plus they're black. They've got cool texture. It's really awesome. And you can time them. Turn them off and on with the remote control. It's super cool. So those are my candle options. I do have real candles to also show you today, but I'm going to move forward to something. I'm going to give you guys a candle break, and I'm going to move on to something else. I actually have a sign, which you can, I might need to take this out of the bag. I hope it's not too shiny. Oh, it's not. Okay. I kept it in the bag because I wasn't sure. So the shipping for this particular item, it ended up getting bent for me. It's really hard to see, but I know I can flatten it out, so it's not a huge deal on my end, but for some people this might have been a big deal. But I really like this sign because it definitely defines my house. So it's a wicked witch and her little monsters live here with one handsome devil. That's my house. So I'm really excited to put this one up. I mean, you could put this in your kitchen, living room, really anywhere. So it's cool because it's also, it's not quite metal. I'm not sure what this is actually made out of, but it's easy to clean because it's not a fabric. It's not like canvas or anything like that. It is kind of like this flexible metal. So, and also I think it's on sale today. So it's actually really cool. I like the vintage look of it. So there's plenty of signs that have this text on it. It's not super original or anything like that, but I like the styling in particular. I'm not a huge fan of like that modern witchy style. I really like that old school style. Plus I really like, God, I love the cool little devils here and the weird alchemy symbols everywhere. It's just a fun thing. And the cat and the little witch hat. It's really cute. So if you're looking for ways to making your house just have little additions and spots of being a little more Halloween themed, these signs are really fun. You can get stickers and put them on your window to make your house just like a little extra spookier if you've got people coming over. I'm usually the person that hosts Halloween, so I'm always looking for small ways to kind of up my Halloween game. So this was one of the things I want. Plus, I might actually hang this up all year round because this is kind of just my house in general. So check this out. It is on sale. It's really cool, really easy to clean, easy to put up. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not obscenely large, so it doesn't take up a lot of wall space, which I like as well. So you can put this on like just a random cute little wall. So check these ones out. There's a lot of different designs, like I said before. The next thing I wanted to share with you is a really cool tray, a serving platter. So this is really cute. So tis the season to be spooky. So this is very fun. Again, it's more witchy, which I prefer. I love the cauldron, the colors. It kind of gives me that retro vibe, like retro Halloween vibe. I love the mushrooms in the corners. They're so cute. You have the frog and the witch in the different corners as well. So I tend to go all out on Halloween. I end up making a lot of desserts, and I'll share with you guys some of my baking stuff I also use, because to me, food on Halloween is also technically a decoration. So I'll get into that later. But I like being able to serve my weird, creepy treats on fun platters like this. And I think people really appreciate these small little touches on, a big table setting, a big feast, a Halloween feast. And then they're like, oh, look at the spooky season platter. So definitely check out the different Halloween platters. This one's particularly adorable. So it is dishwasher safe, which is really awesome. A lot of platters, the reason why I don't own a bunch is because I'm lazy and a lot of them require hand washing. And I'm just, I would rather just throw it in a dishwasher. That's just me, though. It is not microwavable, though, but I don't think this could fit into a microwave anyway. But I mean, if you want to try, go ahead. Anyway, so check these out. There's different kinds of styles. I like this one. I like the retro witchy vibe going on here. I'll share with you guys these Boo Hollow Funko Pop figures, because I'm trying to do more of that style for Halloween for myself this year, because it's just really fun. But yeah, check these out. Platters are a great idea for Halloween. So let me move on to something else. And I need some water. Today is particularly hot, so I'm going to be drinking a lot of water today. So another really fun, simple Halloween decoration idea are these lights. Let me try to, I need to find Jack the Skellington in my carousel. Here we go. All right. Here he is. He's so cool. So here we have these really fun Halloween, I guess they're neon lights. They have different designs, but this one's Jack. He does come with a fun controller. So here we have, you can choose your different lights. I have him clearly rotating in a rainbow. It's just a rainbow. I like the slow rainbow rotation personally, but if you just want to keep him in a certain thing, you can make him. Apparently this is pink. I beg to differ. We go into purples. Here's green. There we go. That's technically orange. Also beg to differ. Red, awesome. Love the red. You can also just make him white if you want to. You can turn him off or on. You can also have him strobe. So it depends on what kind of Halloween vibe you're going for. Sometimes strobing is, I mean, if you're doing like a dance thing, this would be awesome. If you're just having this, sit as your decoration, this might be a little distracting. We have the fade, which I think is what I was using, which is that rotational rainbow thing. We also have flash. I'm scared. Oh, that's not bad. That's almost identical to strobe. All right. That's not bad. I think they have different color rotations that they're doing. So strobe is more of the just red, blue, and green. And then your flash is all of the rainbow colors. And then we also have smooth, which is just it's like an on and off rather than fading. It's just like, oh, bloop, we've got red and, So this is a really fun option if you're looking for simple designs to up your Halloween game, different lights, cool stuff. And again, they have more than just Jack the Skellington. If you're not into Nightmare Before Christmas, I totally understand. But they have a lot of cool ones. I think you can, so another thing you can do with this is here, let me get it on a regular color. Let's do red. So you can actually dim it down. I hope my camera's showing this. And you can make it more red. So I don't know if you can see that. It gets a little more red and a little, I don't think you guys can actually see that. It's hard to tell. So I like these because you can put this in a really dark room and then it would really pop and it would just be really fun to have this in like a really dark area in like a hallway at the very end or something. So check these out. They're very, very fun. I really dig it. So one thing I like to try to do, because I don't know if it's old school, but I think it's really fun. I like to give out sometimes Halloween invites, and it depends. Like if I'm doing a Halloween theme, I like to give people little invites that are themed as such. So let me share with you some things that I've found that are really fun. We have, so something that's cool, Buffy's kind of becoming, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is becoming a little more popular again, and I don't know if it's because there's more comics that are talking about Buffy, or maybe I hope they're going to revamp the show or something. That'd be super cool. But anyway, this is really cool. It is not a book. This is a bunch of, oh my God, it just blanked on me. Cards. I can't remember the word right now. We have a bunch of cards. There's a journal in here. We even have like envelopes. They're all themed stickers here. So I like this idea. If you wanted to do like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed Halloween party, which would be so, so awesome. And if you do that, I'm a little jealous. This would be a fun way of presenting that to your friends or your family or whoever. So you can be like, I want to date and shop and hang out and save the world from unspeakable evil, girly stuff. And you can have these fun little cards. People can, receive them and just you can write in like, hey, you're invited to my Halloween thing. You can use these for more than just that, obviously. But I really like the idea of using a themed card set. Still, the stuff, the word is gone in my vocabulary right now. I'm sorry. But I like that you can use themed things to invite people. Here's the fun journal. I mean, you could just use this for really anything. Taking notes. If you have a Halloween birthday, or if you have actually, if you did do like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer birthday, this could be a way to keep track of like presents, people who were there, or just, just a journal. It's so cool. And then here, let me see if I can find the stickers. I don't think there's anything crazy. Let's see if I can find. So we have a couple other things too. I may be Love's bitch, but at least I'm man enough to admit it. So all of these are awesome Buffy quotes. If you're a Buffy fan, these are going to be, you'll appreciate it for sure. Here's another one. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. So we have these envelopes here. I almost forgot. They have stakes on them. It's adorable. So these are great invitation options. And here's a little sticker to seal the envelope as well. So that's one option for if you wanted to like invite people to your Halloween party or any party. I would do a Buffy party any day. Another option is actually a Edgar Allan Poe invitation thing. So it's upside down. Here we go. Here it is. It's beautiful. This is just a keepsake. Here you just open it up and we have the same things. We have awesome cards, envelopes. So if you wanted to do, I haven't read a lot of Poe, but if you somehow and your friends love Poe, this might be a fun way to invite your literary friends over to have, or a book club. This would be cool. A dark book club. You guys can read Poe together or any somber stories. Here, let me share with you guys what the inside actually looks like. So here we have Nevermore cards. We loved with a love that was more than love. I think there's a couple more here. We have two more. Let me see if I can find them. Being young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy. And then one more. Let me see if oh, there we go. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. So I really love these options when you're trying to find ways of inviting people, creative things to, amp up the excitement for Halloween. Figure out some like sets of cards, and you can invite people, have a themed Halloween party if you wanted to. That would be super fun. So that is just one of the two of the options that I've actually been able to find. Let me share with you some more decoration ideas. For those of you that just joined today, make sure to comment down below. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Oh, I forgot to move all of these things in the carousel, but you can see the Edgar Allan Poe and the Buffy cards in my carousel. So I'm going to share with you guys. Oh, it's so hard to navigate this Amazon Live thing sometimes. Okay, so let me share with you guys this really fun Halloween decoration. Okay, here we go as I lift my backdrop. Sorry, here we go. So these are really fun. I know my co-host Carrie has her own cool tree as well. It's something that for some reason is ingrained in my memory as a really cool, her Halloween tree. And I've always wanted one. So I'm really glad that I was able to get one. So this is battery operated. It's a little glittery. I don't know if you can actually see that. The one thing that people have complained about on Amazon, and I can kind of see why, is that the packaging is really tight. And because all of these are so, dainty, and they kind of get tangled up in each other. So when you do get any of these cool light up trees, I'll light it up for you. Make sure to just be really patient with it, because it's really easy if you aren't careful. These bats, for instance, let me see if I can untangle it, but you can see it's dangling by basically literally a thread. So if you're just pulling at it, you're going to ruin the tree. So just be really careful with it. But I really like this. It's really fun. You can maneuver it to kind of be whatever Weeping Willow style you want it to be. You can have it pretty tall. You can have it wider if you wanted it to. I like the idea of placing these on either, if you've got a bookshelf that's got a wide enough section, or even the top of a bookshelf, it'd be really nice to have like a cool glowing tree in the corner. Or even if you wanted to light up The bathroom, a lot of people, especially if you've got a Halloween party, guests are always going to be asking, where's the bathroom? And you just have to say, follow the purple light where there's a creepy tree. And then, it's really easy. People will remember. I like the bats. So originally I wasn't really sure about the bats because I was like, I thought they would glow, because they don't. But it's hard to mimic this in the light. I apologize. But when it's really dark, these lights will bounce off these bats and then it'll bounce on the wall. And it actually looks really, really cool, really kind of freaky because it's got that weird wavy, I don't know how to describe this, but it's got a kind of a creepy vibe on the wall where it's like in and out, creepy bat shapes, and it's not always there. It's really cool. So I highly recommend checking out some of these fun battery operated light up trees, just because they're an easy, affordable way to just decorate your home and make it a little more sinister. It really does. And they're just really fun. For those of you that just joined, if you guys like spooky stuff, if you like the Halloween aesthetic, make sure to give us a follow. We do live stream at least twice a week. We do more than just Halloween decorations. Today is a bit of a mishmash. I have a crazy week this week, but we'll do horror trivia sometimes. We'll do witchy essentials. We'll do children's books or toys or adult books or whatever. If that's kind of your thing and you like gothic stuff, make sure to give us a follow. Anyway, so I'm going to move on from this cool tree, but I really like it. It's super fun. I'm sorry. Goodbye. So we're going to move on to a few other things, decorations. I forgot to mention about the jack. Let me go back to this real fast. I totally forgot. So one more thing about Jack is, and I'll put him in my carousel. So you can you can light him up with batteries. I wasn't, obviously, earlier, or I have him plugged into my computer. You can actually, you can plug him into a USB. So if you got one of those outlets that have the two USB strips, two USBs and the plugs, you can easily just plug them in. Super easy. So just letting you know. All right, so I'm going to move on to candles again. I apologize. You guys might be over candles right now, but I love candles. I'm sorry. Okay, and water real fast. I apologize. All right, so I've talked about having cats before and having animals, and when you're the person that I'm always the person that hosts Halloween. And I'm always hyper paranoid that my house smells like cats. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I get really paranoid about that. So I do tend to light a couple candles, and I like to have specific scents for Halloween, usually like a pumpkin spice scent, because I've usually been baking at the same time. But these are really cool candles also if you're kind of going for that witchy theme. These are really cool. They've got actual glitter in there. So this brand is called My Lumina or My Lumina. And this is the New Moon scent. So it's more than just how it looks aesthetically. Like if you are really into aromatherapy, this is something that might interest you as well. So it is the white tea scent. I almost said flavor because we eat candles. So apparently what it's supposed to do on an aromatherapy level is it's supposed to promote self-reflection, letting go, and liberation. So if that's something that you're really into, very awesome. Check out this brand. It's really cool, but they also just have really cool candles, really cool scents. I like this brand because I only need to light one candle and the scent pervades through my house in a good way. It's not that overwhelming, like, oh God, too much scent candle, but it's actually very nice. And it lasts forever. That's another thing. I've had this lit for, I swear, like 12 hours. And it's barely gone. I don't know what they do, but it's crazy. Check out this brand. It's really cool. Another thing too to keep in mind, I tend to have lots of tall candles, and for a really long time I never I didn't have a place for them. So I would just have tall candles just placed everywhere, but they would never get lit. So I finally broke down and got these really fun plates. They're affordable. They're really cheap. This comes in a set of 2. You can see that I have already been using it to its fullest advantage. And it's really easy to clean up. And you can reuse the wax that doesn't get used. And you can make your own really fun candle. But if you're not somebody that's worried about safety and you're just like, I'm going to light all the candles in the entire world for my Halloween party, make sure to have cool stands. They have a lot of cool ones on Amazon. But these ones are really nice. And I really like the aesthetic of having those tall pillar candles and lighting them and then seeing the wax strip. It's really fun. I did like a divination or witchy kind of oracle. I don't know what kind of theme you would call it. It's like all the witchy stuff. I did that and had a few candles and it was really fun. People really dug it. So that's a really cool thing you could do. Speaking of scents, I think this is my last candle thing of today. So bear with me. So here we have, this is really fun. I also did this for my more whimsical witchy kind of Halloween party. And it's a really quick way of getting if you're, again, I'm really paranoid about my cats and the smell and all that stuff. If you want a wax melt, these are really fun options. And it's a way quicker way of getting the smell to just go and pervade everywhere. You can see I've actually been using one already. You can use oil, a wax melt, whatever, but it's really fun. I love the little shape here with the teardrop. It looks kind of fairy-esque. So if you're looking more for a whimsical, less dark, this is a great option. Super quick and easy. That was my quick explanation. Now we're going to move on to some other Halloween stuff. So here is something that's really cool. Lemax does a really awesome, every year does a really cool Halloween special with Halloween villages. So let me share with you guys the one that we got. It's cute. Okay. So it actually lights up. It comes with a cord. So it's 120 volts. So you have to plug it into your wall. It's not low voltage. Hold on a second. It's got an on and off switch on the cord itself. There we go. It lights up. Isn't it cute? So this is, I think, I'm trying to remember that it's the witches are in. And you can see all of the fun little witches placed everywhere. You can see these cool little ravens. But this is just a really fun way of decorating your home. You can have, like I said, Lemax does an entire spooky village. So you can have multiple little houses, on your, why can't I think of the word, on different bookshelves, in your entryway. These are kind of showstoppers, to be perfectly honest, because they're just really beautiful. Be careful because they are a little fragile. You can hear, I think it's made of porcelain. But these are collectibles too. You can reuse these for Halloween for every year and mix and match, different Lemax. You can do 2021 Lemax or 2022 and have your own cool spooky village. Just a really fun option. And it is on sale right now, which is kind of amazing because usually these are quite pricey. Right now it's a really good price. So if you're looking for some Lemax stuff, check them out. They're really cool. I missed the one that I really wanted. There's quite a few. There's like a tattoo shop. There's a cat shop. There's so many. So not all of them have like the witchy vibe to it. Like there's different ones. There's like a undead wedding. So check out Lemax. They're really, really fun. Excuse me. So that's another decoration idea. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about this particular. Oh God, I didn't even see this. Did you guys see this? That's adorable. So this is literally like a fun little witch shop. Anyway, moving on. That's my Lemax spiel. I need to be really careful and I need to make sure to plug it in. Actually, I will unplug this later. I just need to put this in a very particular spot. My day is a little crazy, so my desk is also reflecting that. So next up, I want to talk about some kitchen stuff. So I know that for me on Halloween, I'm in the kitchen a lot. So let me share with you some fun things to decorate your kitchen with. And I would say probably the essential thing to decorate your kitchen with is honestly like your oven mitts and towels, stuff like that. Just they give it a little more of that Halloween vibe, especially if you're the person who's hosting and you're bringing out, all the different treats and all of the food. So here is an example of what I'm talking about. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas oven mitt. I think, yes. I always get oven mitt and pot holder mixed up. I don't know why. They just hold hot things. That's all I know. Anyway, so this is really cool. It's actually teal, which is kind of a different color for Halloween, but I really like it. I love the orange. It pops. It's just a really fun design. I know that Nightmare Before Christmas is such a fun theme to have all year round. So not just Halloween. It's fun to do a Nightmare Before Christmas party, even if it's after Halloween, between Halloween and Christmas, because it's just really cool. I love the combination of Halloween and Christmas. If you are like me and you'd like doing spooky Christmases, this is also a great option if you're doing a Christmas party, a Nightmare Before Christmas Nightmare Before Christmas party. So here's the other thing too, is, and this goes with this pot or this oven mitt, are these pot holders. And you can see it's Sally's Deadly Nightshade. We also have Frog's Breath and Worm's Wart. So cute. So I love the design. It's really simple, really fun, kind of cartoony, but you can still tell. I don't even need the tag to know that this is Nightmare Before Christmas. It just clearly looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. Let me give you guys a better visual of the one below it. I love the cute little designs just on the outside. It's just really fun. So when you are thinking about decorating for Halloween, think about those kinds of simple ways of just making your house just a little spookier. Towels, oven mitts, you can do tablecloths, plates, forks, or utensils, all of that stuff, servingware, that kind of thing. Hold on a second. Water again. All right, so the other option I have isn't Nightmare Before Christmas, but they're bats. So if you're looking for more of just a standard Halloween style, or if just a really universal Halloween kitchen item, you can do this bat oven mitt and pot holder. I love this cool design inside the bat wings. It's kind of gothic looking, to be perfectly honest. It's really cool. If you're just somebody who's like me and enjoys having kind of the gothy aesthetic everywhere all year round, you can have this, presented forever. It's a really great option. So you can see there's like this very interesting lining on the inside. It's kind of silvery. It's actually right here too. It's really nice because it basically pervades the heat. So this is a great oven mitt in general because it doesn't get too hot. I know there's been a couple oven mitts that I will get that are too thin and they actually burn through the mitt. This one's really nice because it's just so heat resistive. I don't even know that I'm picking anything up with it, which is great. That's exactly what you want when you're dealing with hot things. So check these ones out. These are a really easy, simple way of creating a more of that spooky aesthetic in your kitchen and in your household. Love the spooky, gothic, Victorian-esque, whatever. That's super cool. So let's look at some other baking stuff, because I do a lot of baking during Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of year to do that. Let me see if I can find the things in the carousel because there's so many things in here. But let's see. Here we go. Let's do this Mary Mary stuff. I'm so excited to look at it. All right, so like I said, I do a lot of baking. Cupcakes is one of those things I really enjoy baking during Halloween. You can do a lot of fun stuff with them. And that includes, if you don't want to do like crazy cupcake designs, you don't have to. You can put little fun pics and stuff inside, and it really just brings the Halloween spirit without having to try so hard, like piping a spider on every single cupcake. If you've got 20 people coming over, it's a nightmare. I've tried it, it's terrible. So, this is a really simple way of bringing all of that spooky stuff into your baking, any of your baking stuff, especially cupcakes. So, you can see we have a Frankenstein. There's actually a pumpkin behind the vampire. I know it's really hard to see. We've got this cute little witch here, and obviously, our vampire, who's front and center, taking over everything, is pretty awesome. Very simple cupcake holders. Something I like to do is I like to do specific flavors depending on the actual cup holder. So I might do like red velvet inside the polka dot one, and I might do like I don't know, pumpkin spice or something in the one below with the orange one. So those are just some quick ideas. Easy Halloween. That's what we like here. We like to do easy Halloween. Sometimes it's fun to be overly complicated. I'll do that too. But especially if you're baking a lot of stuff, sometimes you just do not have time to go into every single thing and do all of these amazing things. I wish we all could, but that's not always the case. So easy, super fun options. So here's another option too, if you are into baking, is this other Mary Mary. It's kind of the same. So we have the pics, again, just different styles. We have ghosts. There's a pumpkin, a cute little witch, and a happy skull. So the one thing though about this one versus the one in the carousel, I think the one in the carousel is slightly different, which I apologize. I really did try to find this specific one, but it's kind of similar. It has the same creatures for the most part, and I believe the same cupcakes, the cupcake linings, but I could be wrong. But this one's also really fun, simple idea. But the next one I did find it. This one is totally accurate. I like the packaging for all of these Mary Mary baking accessories, especially like we've got our cute little tombstone here, and these are affordable. So these are really simple, fast ways and cheap to make things like extra Halloweeny and really fun, and people are going to appreciate it because it's just going to be like, oh, this is definitely like the Halloween spirit. So here we have I think we've got a skeleton, a ghost. I really like this ghost and his cute bow tie. Oh my gosh, I never saw the bat back here. And then this is a witch, and she's stirring something up in a cauldron. I know it's kind of hard to see because there's this glare. I know you can see my Elgato camera there. But then we've also got these really cool liners. So we have a ghost. I think it has like eek and trick or treat. And then this one's more, we've got an owl, a jack-o'-lantern, but we have very different color variations on the linings, which is really fun. Again, for that kind of thing, I tend to make different kinds of cupcakes that match the lining, or, you know, like chocolate goes in one and vanilla goes in the other, especially with kids. I know that I know this because I was a picky kid. So, you know, I really appreciated it when I went to a Halloween party and like the parents would divide different cupcakes into, you know, like here, the black ones are vanilla, and then we've got the orange ones is chocolate. I liked that because I knew what I was anticipating, and I know a lot of people appreciate that. So check these out. Very easy, simple way of creating a fun Halloween themed dessert without having to do all the extra work. And it's really fun. I know people are going to enjoy this. And it's just a basic Halloween. It has just basic Halloween symbols and themes. It doesn't, you know, it's not just vampires. It's just, this is Halloween. All right. So what are some other things I've got? Oh, speaking of baking stuff, I have this cool skull cake pan. Let me grab it. So here we have this awesome skull cake pan, and I will be doing more streams of more Halloween bakeware. So if that's something that actually interests you, make sure to give us a follow so you're notified when we do go live. I did a huge baking stream on Amazon Prime Day. So I actually featured this one, and I showed the actual completion of my bake. So I actually tried to make brownies with this baking pan, thinking that, you know, it would be a perfect brownie baking pan. You would have all the edges. You could put different things inside of these empty spaces, like chocolate sauce or whipped cream or strawberries, or just fun, cool things. But for me, at least, the brownie didn't come out clean. It started to break. So I do recommend using this as more of a cake pan with cake mix. And you can still do the things that I mentioned, like you can put little things inside the holes here. You can do M&Ms, different candies, and it would be super fun. I know that kids and adults would love that. It's a really easy, simple way. If you don't want to do individual cupcakes or do anything crazy elaborate, this is a really easy way of just bringing some Halloween dessert to your parties or wherever. Yeah, it's just a really, or you can do more than just Halloween, by the way. I always think of like doing a pirate party. You can do, if you've got people in medical school is another one that I think of, or anthropology students, just anybody who appreciates a good skull cake. You can use this all year round, and it's going to last a lifetime. It's pretty great. Another thing that I did with this is I actually did a Dia de los Muertos whole decoration on this cake. I wonder if I could pull up that photo one day and share it with you guys. But I did do a lot of work and piped a bunch of cool flowers and designs on this cake. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. You can make it into a Rice Krispie mold if you really wanted to. So again, there are plenty of options. So check this one out. And here's my one of my favorite Nordic ware trays. So again, if you like bakeware, make sure to give us a follow, because I'm going to be talking about Halloween bakeware later on, because this one's one of my favorites. So Nordic ware, this is going to last a lifetime, like forever. This will not break. It's so thick. It's durable. I think my husband accidentally sprained his hand because he was helping me try to get a bunch of cakes out, and he was hitting it too hard. And these are so strong that it ended up bruising his hand. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so this one's my favorite one. I just really like the different kinds of tombstone styles you can get here. And when you do use cake mix in these particular pans, they come out so well. All of the different textures and writing, all of that comes out almost perfectly when you use this for cake. You can create an entire graveyard scene if you want to, using this particular tray. You can have, and it's also a perfect size. It's basically a slice of cake. So here you can, it looks deceptively large. So all of these look huge, in my opinion. But this is a perfect slice of cake. I'm trying to see, I know, and all Nordic ware actually does come with how much each thing can hold. So this holds 4.5 cups or 1 liter of baking mix. So keep that in mind. So this is a great option too, if you're looking for a different bakeware for Halloween, and it's definitely a little more sinister with a lot of cool detail. This would be really fun. Or Rice Krispie treats. This would be really fun to use. You can use these as molds for your Rice Krispie treats, and you'll get the same kind of, you'll get the great textures as well. It reads really clearly. Sorry, my cat is trying to get out, I think, but we'll see. He's probably fine. But yeah, so great bakeware, super fun. Nordic ware will last you a lifetime. There's other Nordic wear accessories that you can find on their website as well, or on Amazon, sorry. And that range from really creepy, like creepy skulls, to more just autumnal theme things like leaves or really whatever. So check these out. These are really great baking tools. So moving on, I wanted to just point this out. So I have this Light Bright, and I was thinking to myself, it would be actually really fun to use this as a Halloween decoration. So this year, it might be a bit of a low-key year. I did something a little more elaborate last year, but I think this year I might try something chill. But I like this idea of using this Light Bright as a decoration. If you were doing a Stranger Things party, because that actually sounds kind of fun. If you wanted to like sit down and watch the entire season 1 through 4, you can do that. But it'd be really fun to just have this Light Bright sitting, in the entryway, and it's lighting up, because there's different settings for the Light Bright. So it kind of seems like somebody is communicating with you from the other side. So I think it's a great idea. You can use this for play, but you can actually use it as a decoration too. So that was just an idea I randomly had, but you can see with the randomness of the lights, like it kind of looks like somebody might be trying to communicate. So that's just a fun idea. So here's actually, if that is something that interests you, here are the different sheets you can find here. I love the waffle. It's so cute, but you can do the Hellfire Club as well. You can have everybody, instead of just a Halloween party, you can have everybody wear or create their own Hellfire Club t-shirt. That would be awesome. A big D&D Stranger Things party if you're a super nerd like I am. And then you can have this out as decoration, and maybe people are communicating with you. But that's a really fun option I just randomly thought of. I thought that would be really great. And I think the kids would totally dig this too. If you wanted to distract the kids during a Halloween party. I only speak of experience. I know my parents were trying to distract me sometimes from Halloween parties. This is a fun option. This takes a lot of time. I was really surprised. So check these out. This is the Light Bright, the Stranger Things Light Bright. I have a few other options for you guys for Halloween. All right, so we're moving on to a theme that I actually think I might try to accomplish at my house. So Funko has this whole, it's just Funko. It's not based on anything. Well, it is. It's Halloween, but it's a Funko original. It's called Paka Paka Boo Hollow series. So Paka Paka is just, I guess, an all-encompassing term that is kind of like OG Funko Pop stuff. So Boo Hollow is really fun. It's they've got really cool, almost like a retro Halloween vibe. And I love the different plushies that they've created. So this is a fun one. I really like this one because obviously you can put out all of their plushies and have kind of like a really fun, kid-friendly Halloween-esque party theme. And obviously this is really approachable and adorable. But we have more than just this guy. I just wanted to feature him because I haven't yet. But we have other Funko Paka Paka series if you're interested in that. And check that out. We have Lucky. There's a bat. We have this, which is the cauldron, and that's Newt. I'm trying to remember what a ghost. And they're all great. You can line them up. You can put them on your bookshelves. You can, put them really wherever you want your mantle. They're really, really cute. So the other thing, speaking of Funko, is this, the actual Funko Pop. You're going to have to chill. So here we have the actual Funko Pop Boo Hollow vinyl figures. Let me take her out. So this is Raven. She's so cute. I really like her. So she kind of reminds me of like the Bride of Frankenstein. She's got even those little lightning bolts I love her so much. She's really cool, but I love the colors that they've used. She's got that just very, very bright orange, black, yellow, white, very, very retro vibe. And then we also have other figures as well, which is on the back. So I like the idea of decorating with these guys and kind of using these guys as inspiration and doing more of a retro or vintage Halloween party, but centering my decorations on these guys because they're really cute. And I know a lot of retro stuff can be kind of, I mean, totally creepy. But for kids, this is a fun way of doing things. So here are the different figures you can find. I actually have Nina and Lucky as well, but we have Raven, there's Zeke, we have Gabe and Bone Buggy, Phineas and Scratch is another one. So lots of cute little figures that are really great for Halloween. So check out Boo Hollow series. They're really fun, really cool. And I think they're going to come out with a series 2. So we actually have about 4 minutes left. So I'm trying to think of what else we can actually share. Some of the things that I might be using this year, I'm going to just share with you guys or repeat some of the things that I already talked about. But here's the serving tray that I'm definitely going to be using this year. So I was talking about that retro Halloween vibe. I'm kind of digging it a little bit this year. So this one, 'Tis the Season to Be Spooky. This is really, really cute. It's affordable. A lot of the time I haven't purchased a serving platter, mostly because they're usually not dishwasher safe. This one is, which is really nice. You can't put this in a microwave, but I don't think it would actually fit. But you know, who knows? Maybe somebody's got a massive microwave. But these are really nice when you're serving, you know, if you're serving like big platters of cupcakes or stuff like that. You don't need to serve cupcakes. Sometimes people use them as candle holder or candle placements. So let me share with you guys kind of like, you know, you can do a bunch of little candles. You can put candy on it. Lots of different options for these serving platters. But this one's in particular really cute. I love the little mushrooms. They're really awesome. And the frog, the potion. I love this entire platter. It's so cute. So another thing I'll probably be using this year. Again, I'm going to share with you guys this one again. It's this really awesome spooky tree. I got inspired because my co-host Carrie also has a cute little spooky tree, and it's really memorable to me. But this is just a really easy way of kind of adding some creepy elements to your house and lights. I love adding just lights in general to my Halloween party. I always, you know, like candles and lights. Lights everywhere, especially cool, spooky purple lights. I love the bats on here. They don't light up. So just an FYI, I thought they did, but they don't. But what they do is they catch the light that shines from these purple lights. And when you put them in a dark room, so I've been putting this kind of like in the bathroom so that it's kind of more like a nightlight and people can see where they're going. What it does though, the lights, and if it's really dark, the bats will reflect onto the wall and it looks really creepy and sinister, especially with these fun branches. So you kind of get like you're deep in the woods and there's bats fluttering around, and it's actually quite a cool effect. So it's a pretty awesome tree. I do recommend any of those fun trees that light up that are battery operated. So very cool stuff. If there's any, I'll share one more thing with you since I have like a minute left. So let me share with you guys again, because this is on sale, which is pretty amazing. It's the Lemax Witchy House. So Lemax has a really awesome spooky village that they do usually every single year, and you can find them on Amazon. These guys are awesome collectibles, and you can literally create your own fun village. Like we have the witchy, obviously this awesome witchy one, but there's like a creepy tattoo shop. There's an undead wedding. There's a building that's like literally a creepy black cat. I mean, there's a lot of cool options. And you can find all of those Lemax buildings on Amazon and build your own spooky town. It's a really fun option if you're just looking for easy ways to celebrate Halloween. And maybe you don't want to do anything wild, but you just want to have a little bit of that Halloween essence in your house. Check out Lemax. Plus, they are collectibles. These are great gift options if you know somebody that loves little buildings and Halloween. These are really fun collectible items, but they can be pricey. Today, I think this one is on sale, so check this one out. Very cool stuff. And it lights up. It's really cute. All right. So that ends my live stream for today. If you do like creepy Halloween stuff or the aesthetic, make sure to give us a follow. We do try to do some live streams at least twice a week. Thank you guys again so much, and we will talk to you soon.